We're gonna look back on One Piece after it ends and realize that Zoro and Mihawk fans were never truly coexisting. It was kind of just like a Cold War. There's a lot of rival fan bases within the One Piece community, like Luffy and Blackbeard fans, Zoro and Sanji fans, Shanks and Mihawk fans. But Mihawk and Zoro fans are a very weird phenomenon that Oda has created. They are essentially one fan base, at least right now, and that's exactly what I want to talk to you guys about. When these fans finally argue, which they definitely will, that's when the reality of One Piece ending will finally start to sink in. Most Zoro fans are Mihawk fans, and most Mihawk fans are Zoro fans, but I guarantee you there's a small percentage of each fan base that likes that character more than the other. The reason that Zoro and Mihawk fans are able to coexist as one fan base is because the dynamic between the characters is much different than these other fan rivalries. Like for Shanks versus Mihawk, we know that they are close in strength, so there's a lot more arguing going on there. But for Zoro versus Mihawk, we know that Mihawk is stronger. Zoro is trying to surpass him. So the dynamic is completely different. There will come a time when Zoro and Mihawk fans are gonna start to go at one another. It's bound to happen. So as soon as we know that Zoro is on his way to fight Mihawk, I think that's when the real agenda will start to pop off. And this will just be some generational discourse. Obviously, I'm more hyped for the fight itself, but the agenda that will come out of this week to week will just be glorious. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, Mihawk is obviously going to lose, right? But it's not that simple. Like, we knew Kaido was going to lose, yet people still argue about Luffy versus Kaido to this day. For Zoro and Mihawk, they're gonna be like, oh, Zoro needed 3 black blades to beat Mihawk. Or Zoro fans are gonna be like, oh, Zoro beat Mihawk with 1 HP. You get what I'm saying? Like, the stuff that Zoro and Mihawk fans are going to be arguing about is just going to be pure entertainment, and I can't wait. These fan bases are going to be looked at in the same light
As Shanks versus Mihawk, Zoro versus Sanji, Rayleigh versus Bogard, Roger versus Whitebeard, Garp versus Roger.